It worked. This kills here, which is not the end of the world for what it's worth, because we could just go through the foundation to the bottom, so I'm not too desperate to reroll here. We only have 2 tokens. I think quest bedroom's good. I might hit room 46 in this run. If we find the broken lever, we can go back to the greenhouse. Oh, the key card. Yo, this run's fucking goated so far. Holy moly. Holy guacamole. Any diggies? There should be diggies here. Okay. And to the silver key. We could do locksmith here for the locker. And for a special key, right? You might craft a sanctum key. This is a good dead-end spot. So I think that's what we do here. We will need more money, though. Special key. Let's see what we get. Last time it was the silver key, but we already have a silver key. It might be one of those prismatic keys, which are kind of over there. It's the secret garden key, which allows access to the antechamber from the bottom or the left side. I can't remember. Okay. Okay. This is not a bad spot for a silver key. TBH. Conference room. I don't know if this is retroactive, if all the keys are going to come to this room after they've already been distributed. But the other rooms also fucking suck, so. They do not, it seems. So you have to have this room before you do one of those, like, spreads items throughout the house rules. Gets wasted here. Wait, all these brick, which is like not too bad because we're still going downwards and we saw the entrance hall from the bottom, so I don't think we need to reroll here. Let's do a bedroom. We do have 2 bedrooms in the draft pool, so might still be able to link it to a the next one to a bedroom for more items, but. Quarry yard's not bad. In fact, that's what I think we'll do. There should be a diggies. We can use the watering can again for a gem. Are we going down the reservoir yet? Yep. We're to my knowledge, so far, as done with the reservoir as we can be. We do need some money, though. My God, we have a lot of gems. Bedroom here is not bad. Not a bad bedroom area. We need a T-shaped room here, ideally. This is okay too. I'm just gonna have to waste some steps, but it's okay. Meth. We have a lot of keys we can use in the locker. 19 minus 11, 8 times 3, 24, divided by 12, 2. 2 squared, 4 times 2, 8. Divided by 4, 2, divided by 1, 2. Uh, 10 squared, 100, minus 20, minus 10, 70, divided by 7, 10. I didn't know you can get more than one silver keeper run. There you go. Yes, money. And this could be a dead-end room. Solarium or storeroom? Let's do the solarium. Higher chance to proc rare rooms and stuff. That's our last water from the watering can, so we have to go fill it all the way in the kitchen over there. Otherwise, we're going to not get a gem every time we enter a green room. I don't know if that's a huge deal right now because we have 15 of them. Count 1, 5. Okay, here we need a T-shaped room. Well, we saw the entrance hall down here. But ideally, it would be nice to connect everything so we don't have to go around. This is a good one. Perfect. That counts as every room as well, so that's good. Which means we get another reroll token, because it counts as a shop as well. Study. Could put power to the pump room. Wait, how's our power going to the pump room? We don't have a boiler. Am I missing something? Huh? Oh, wait. Bro, the aquarium produces power? Oh, it's a power source. It doesn't just help transfer power. That means we can use the aquarium to power near the freezer if we get it. As opposed, man, I thought it was just like it adds vents to it so it can transfer power from the boiler. But this is way more giga than I thought it was. Thank God I didn't let fucking like Horn who talked me out of making it like 10 gold or some shit. Either way, we don't need the pump room, but cool. Morning room or study. Let's do study. We could also re-roll to try and get the freezer. That would freeze our money, though, and our gems for the rest of the day. Let's do study. So it's 12:08. I'll get a gem out of this. Black Queen. What is it, Queen, right? Study room. Okay. An apple. They're extra delicious today. That's 5 steps. I don't have the salt shaker, though. Wait. Morning room is the time room for that clock tower. Oh, did it have a time? Oh, I see. I didn't. Well, I didn't see, but good to know. Library's good, but bricks. I'm gonna have redraw here once. It's gonna give us 5 gold too, which we need anyways. Veranda's good. Greater chance of finding green rooms. And then we can curl around to link into the entrance hall. We need to fill our stupid watering can. It's not really an emergency. I'd run back to the kitchen to refill it in the sink if we needed the gems, but we're in pretty good shape. Okay, we need an L-shaped room. We could reroll now with the gems, so... Oh, there's the clock tower. Ah, fuck, dude. Oh, that means we gotta go... That means to get to the front of the house, we have to go all the way around. Nah, I don't want it yet. Not here. A pain in the ass. Music room's good. Mail room's also good. Music room's the one that had the 8 key, isn't it? I wonder if it's consistent. It is. No, it's not. It's a fucking prism key. Piece of shit. I guess it randomizes the major key you get just like the locksmith does. Are there new things here? No, just the 4. Front of house is where we're going. And the dining room. Oh, we haven't gone to tier 8 for serving dinner. It always creeps me out when the door opens by itself. That should be 10 steps already. Oh, actually, we have to go past rank 5 for it to proc. The thingy was ticking. second ago. Except for the lunchbox, I guess. Not an ideal place for the dining room, but yeah. We could take the long way up, which would allow us to go back through the kitchen. Because what do we still need to do in the right side? Did we leave anything? The locker room. But we can access that from the top. And we have to hit the locksmith again. But we can get over there. It's very close to the kitchen. Yeah, so let's take this route. Oh, also we might find some keys, that's right. Because they're dispersed throughout the house. Bing. Fuck you. Wait, is there one in here? No. What? No. Front of Sloot. And there we go. We got the 10 extra steps from the lunchbox. So I assume we can fill this here. I might be wrong though. Yeah, we can. Perfect. Nice. I'm gonna take the club sandwich. How many red rooms do we have in the house? Only one. It's not really worth right now. We might find the salt shaker. We might have passed it as well, because sometimes my eyes just gloss over it. So I'm going to leave that for now. We could turn this into the secret garden. Although I'd rather put the secret garden there, because it's guaranteed 3 exits. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know if the room flips if you put it over here. What other special keys do we have? Silver key we could do. Prism key. Or we could just re-roll. We can brute force re-roll. To have like actually, even if it's a dead end, we have an entrance to the room above this one from a different room. So maybe we should say garage here. Terrace and morning room. We don't really need the keys from the garage. Well, actually, we might. But that was a good point about this room having, well, first of all, get another gem. That was a good point about this room having the clock thing. Rabbit's foot increases chance of finding items. Something else in this room somewhere. There we go. West Wing Hall is good. Special keys. Lockpick didn't work. A T-shaped room here would be ideal. So we could use silver key, although I'd rather use the silver key in the hallway here. So let's just use some re-rolls to try and get dark room. Dark room is the shape we need, but that's risky, especially in the corner here. Foyer, hallway doors are always unlocked. Okay. That's not bad, because that also means that if we get that big hallway with the 7 locked doors, they're all automatically unlocked. That's our dinner bell. But the dinner room's all the way down here, so I think we're okay. I mean, we have 73 steps as well, so I think we're fine for now. We need an L-shaped room here. Lab works. Library would be even better. Boudoir is also not bad. More reroll tokens. Ain't nothing but a G-Think, baby. I know that pushy wet like crazy. Yeah, clock tower would be good. The thing is, the secret garden. Which entrance of the secret garden open, chat? The left antechamber. The right side was the Great Hall. The bottom one was the broken lever in the greenhouse, right? Which we don't have. We have the greenhouse, but not the broken lever. So we need this room to be ideally a T shape or either way, this needs to connect into the antechamber if we want to get to the final room. We do have a quest as well for the 2 gold from the quest bedroom, so having access to the antechamber today is not a bad thing. Gallery. Good. Oh no. Here we go. Wait, this is a one-time solution. Oh. Interesting. Oh yeah, you only do it once. There it is. Oh, it was in here, the number 8 key. Yeah, this is big. Presumably we'll unlock room 8. It doesn't say sanctum room, though. Is this like a different room 8? We also got a shit ton of, like... We also got a shit ton of keys yesterday for, like, vaults. For the boxes and the vaults. So, well, we don't have any in this run specifically, but what that does mean is there are clearly more of them to get. Oh, I'll speak of the fucking devil. I mean, should we just do it in case we get one? Might as well. We need some gold for keys. Speak of the fucking devil. So this one stays open. White rook in here. Vault, white rook. I shall find lucky purse. I don't think it really matters at this point. The only thing that would matter is for us to get 110 if we also build the shop, but... There's something in here somewhere. Huh. Might actually be okay for keys without going back to the locksmith. Security, we don't have the wrench, unlucky. Security is a good shape here. Coat check, is there anything I want to cash in today? We don't have the workshop, so... let's do security in case we find a disc or something. We now also have entrance here if needed. We can run an experiment today, which we haven't yet. We don't really need to deal with the keycard system. We have the card. We do have the keycard, yeah. Geeky. Remote terminal access. Reactor terminals lab. Yes. Dun, dun, dun. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Continue. Okay, there's the permanent gold one. That's always a good one. When you draft a shop room, permanently add 1 gold. I mean, we don't have much drafting left to do. Each time you eat an apple, gold. Hello, guys. Well, we'll certainly do the permanent gold. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps. We don't want to do that. It's either draft a shop room or each time you eat an apple. We've kind of drafted all the shop rooms and an aquarium, though, so I don't know. And the kitchen's selling bananas, not apples. So, I don't know. Both of these are probably pretty fucked. Wait. Apple is the good one. Apple is the good one. No. Apple's the good one because we have Secret Garden. Yeah. Exactly. Secret Garden, and we have the conference room. And there might be apples in the lockers. For sure. Yeah. I am Rice Drave. Yeah. Really rather not. Don't need it for anything. But also get gold when we roll, so. We could get a shit ton of gold, but I don't know if we're gonna get the shop, so. A bunch of keys for each bedroom in your house. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-ish keys. 4 items. Oh, we do need the library, yeah. We do need the library, chat. for books. There's so many books we need to go through. There should be a new one here. This also gives us access to the antechamber. Or likely. Well, History of India. Simon P. Jones. I'm the only one who's taking this out. Ahera to Eraha. This is the first edition one. This book was gifted graciously by Simon P. Jones. Yeah, because we're the ones who bought it. By Caleb Manning, Ruffington Publishing. Forward. Arindia was once the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Though the term is no longer employed in the halls of politics nor commonly known to the average citizen, its memory flickers in the hearts of those who hail from lands that once encompassed. And many of the elder generation in hushed circles still refer to themselves as Arindians. Yet, we must not let the flame of our history dwindle on the obscurity of whispered conversations, nor permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon the name of our land. We must keep alive the embers of the past and preserve them for generations yet to come. Okay. Buckle in, kids. Number 1, Ahera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often known as Ahera, Ajera. Let's just say Ajera. By the ascension of the first king of Arindia, whose name is Horus, who would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. English. Horus was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Horus had one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus, and by the end of the 1st century, the black banners of Arindia could be seen fluttering in every hamlet and hostelry along every thoroughfare from Horus all the way to the western banks. A new kingdom was born. Okay. Second era. As the 4th king of Arindia, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains to his great-grandfather, the middle province and heart spring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift called his new realm Orinda Ares, after the angelic paragon of royalty Orinda. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to the middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region Araja, the mystical realm of ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and the poetry of old tongue. The 3rd era. As the 2nd era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective siblings monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite these differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd era is defined by construction of a vast network of railways that spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Arch Ares to the southern shores of Araja. This development facilitated travel and commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of their prosperous and bright future, a promise that would unfortunately, as many readers will soon find, not be kept. The 4th era. As the kingdom of Orinda Ares entered the 4th era, the different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolates III was a king who listened to the voices of all the subjects, from the most influential advisors to the humblest of citizens. He was a king who often was seen among the people eating, drinking, and conversing, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well, who would scarce believe that they, as peasantry, would ever sup with the crown. Desolates was renowned as the king of the people, and it was therefore a surprise to no one when he made the decision to move the capital from the secluded mountains of Reddington to the public stage of Horus, leaving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and the city welcomed their king with open arms and great fanfare. Yet, not all were swayed so easily. There were those that viewed the king's conduct, probably Germans, to be unbecoming of the station, and were wary of how readily he could be persuaded by the tears and tales of the common folk. These dissenting voices planted the seeds of discontent, which took root in the lawns and gardens of nobles of Fen, or as I have been instructed to say, the grand city of Fen. Shaz, dude, thanks for the 27-month Reno, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desolates III, the 4th era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died naturally in his old age and surrounded by his people in Horus, far away from the growing unrest among the western city of Fen. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the self-proclaimed Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a surprising number of supporters, due to the fact that Desolates IV shared his father's good name but little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of the restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once the center of the splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of innocence echoed through the city streets, stained in red. Morning Bay. Just wait till the 6th era when Trump takes over and it'll be America Bay. Hell yeah, brothers. The brutality and pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with the Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Wars had fallen, and with it, the realm. Black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners were hoisted into honor of the fallen Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear for their lives to the south, forever exiled. Current era, the 6th era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3 Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araja once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across the realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past, and those trees continue to grow. So do our hopes for a common future. A future where we are not defined by the colors of banners we raise, but by that which connects us, and the land we each call home. For this, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth in the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. This land is, after all that has happened, still our India. The end. You got yourself a white monster, but I'm right here. Penis joke. I'm ignoring the rest of your statement. Alrighty. Let me put these in the Sloot vault. And I guess we can't check out another book until the next time we... So it's like 2 cycles of library every time. There must be, like, I'm sure there's an upgrade to the library that probably allows you to, like, you know, request a new book and get it on the same day or something. Or request a new book after you've gotten a book on the same day. But right now it's a cycle of 2. A cycle of 2. We're all in this together. You like the Java monsters? You're into nerd cocks, are you? Burger required. Describe, smell, and taste. There's a box here. Boop. I hunger for more. T-shaped room here would be Giga. We still have that silver key, don't we? Okay. These are all not ideal. Actually, close the exhibit's okay. Security key. We have security key. It's not like great rooms, but yeah. Okay, we literally have access to all antechamber sides now. This is like a super crazy run. Redraw. Okay, so for future reference, because we were talking about this yesterday, if you do a redraw with that blessing we have, but it's not from a die, you don't get the 5 gold. Laundry room. Yeah, exactly. The laundry room still has that dig spot that we found from emptying the aquarium like ages ago. And we could also trade coins and stuff today. I forget exactly what you can do here. Swap all your coins with keys. We'd have like 100 keys. Swap all your... No, I didn't swap anything. Swap gems with coins. Somewhere over here, I think. Right? Ah, there it is. Another file cabinet key? Fuck, we don't have the archives, dude.